Hello viewers, I'm SB, and I've got some things to show you from the depths of the Sexy Brutale. First of all, the search for the Room of Old Habits. I spent a few minutes poring over the map looking for doors leading out into unexplored areas. What I found instead was this, a door that only half exists, and according to the map it should open directly into the wall of the bar. And, sure enough, it takes our key. I had mentioned that I thought it was strange that Lucas's apparent gambling issues were given so little attention in the text, but apparently that's just because I was missing a large portion of the text. To see the rest of this through, I decided to check all of the chests and fireplace and glass containers, and it's a good thing I did because apparently I had missed this card right next to the place where you get the singing power. Oops. That still only left me at 51, though. I ended up having to scour the map room by room, and in doing so encountered this room in the casino that I apparently had just never walked into. And hey look, this is where that weird vent from the basement ends. I'm still not really sure of the significance of that. It does seem strange. Before returning to the Shackled King, I decided to pick up the rest of the invitations. Poking around the guest rooms after Willow's death, I pretty quickly discovered that Grinmaw had hers. He also said Lafcadio's name in quotation marks and made a reference to the gold skull, which is unsettling. Apparently this fish is one of the best informed people in the mansion. I found Grayson's invitation in the safe that Sixpence searches in the chapel, which also seems kind of odd. I guess he must have gotten into the safe earlier in order to be able to tell Sixpence the combination, and he must have dropped it then. Finally, Thanos' invitation was just on his body after all. I really thought I had searched it already, but in fact, I had just examined the version of Thanos in the Gold Skull's tour sequence. So, all that done, all that was left was a return to old habits. I have to say, I was pretty surprised by the abrupt ending here. I was expecting it to turn a little more sinister. But when you break the glass, the credits just roll, and then it drops you back to the main menu. Maybe the developers didn't want to belabor the point by tacking on an additional ending that screams gambling addiction is bad, which makes sense, actually. And honestly, the fact that I expected something like that is probably largely an indictment of how clumsy game narrative often still is. Anyway, back here on the main menu, there's a helpful indicator that we have, in fact, found everything now. And so, that's it for the actual gameplay of the Sexy Brutale. Come back next time for my final thoughts, and we'll see you then.